Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. This is your host Dennis Moulton, aka Gotbot, and we're going to do a character spotlight, a character look here at Powerglide. Okay, so in Transformers Earth Wars, one of the characters that you can get is Powerglide. I love this guy. I really dig this guy. Let's go in for a closer look at him. The head sculpt I think looks really good. I love the look of his eyes. They really pop. The coloration is excellent on the head. He even has his little, I'll call it his little stack on the side of his head on this side, and if he moves his head, there you go, you can kind of see it slightly right there. The red is where it should be. I love the huge Autobot symbol on his chest. The gray is where it should be, and it looks really good. Again, if you look at his chest and, you know, we go around and look at his, well, not so much on his back, but certainly on his chest, you see what looks like a heavy scratch coloration, which I think makes a natural metal look. I love his gun. You know, we can compare him to the Combiner Wars Legends figure that came out. And you know what? I wish the Legends figure had come with that gun. It is impressive. A lot like Jetfire, he has kind of an airburst strike type of you know, special attack. I haven't mastered using it yet, but it looks good. If we go down here, we can see that the engines are up on the side of his legs, just like the toy. I kind of dig that the wings are just behind his arms. I kind of wish that the toy you know, looked as clean as this. I feel like the toy's not quite as clean as this, and he doesn't have that flap coming down the back for him to become a gun mode, or at least not yet, and I don't think that was necessary. But I love his canopy. Look at the yellow or orange hues on his canopy. It looks brilliant, absolutely brilliant, and the huge Autobot symbol on his chest, very true. I am a little bit thrown off by the yellow. However, I can see the logic in using it because it does break up kind of the stark gray and red, and the yellow does sort of add to that look of being Cybertronian and robotic. So you know, I can dig it. I measure these guys all the time by their, you know, their coloration and by their you know, playability, and of course by their transformation. We haven't looked at his transformation yet, but you know, in terms of the coloration, I'm giving it a 9 again. It looks really good. It's definitely Powerglide. In terms of playing with him in the game, you know, again, his special attack is fun. You should check him out. Let's look now at his transformation a little bit and see kind of how it compares with that Combiner Wars figure that came out. Well, here we go with the first one. And there he is front on. His plane mode looks extremely accurate with a couple of extra, we'll call it paint apps, added in for his plane mode. But, you know, if you have that Combiner Wars figure, hey, this guy looks fantastic. An excellent representation. Let's look at the transformation from a top-down view here. Particularly note the legs and the movement of the wings. And again, I love that transformation sound. His canopy goes to the back, you know, with his chest coming up and his legs splitting apart. Actually, his transformation is really accurate to the Combiner Wars action figure, and I think that's great because it helps to build that connection between the two. Let's look at the transformation from this side, and you'll notice how the arms sort of fold up there under the wings. Again, just like the toy does, the legs go back, really the feet sort of fold up inside, and we will look at the transformation one final time from this side here. Note the arms, note the legs, note how the canopy moves. You can see kind of the outline of where his head folds into the cockpit area of the plane, and again, that's an excellent match. I love seeing this transformation. This guy is an absolute win. He is great fun. We're going to take a second now, and I'm just going to give a couple of thoughts in relation to the action figure. If you know, if you got him, I think you have, you know, a win as a toy, but you also, if you have him in-game, you have a win in-game. He's fun. And this is the Legends class Combiner Wars toy version of Powerglide. See what I mean? The game model is extremely accurate to this. From the huge Autobot symbol on the chest to the little black piece up on the head. I have not done a full review of this guy, and I'm not going to do it now, but this is a brief overview. I love the engines on the side, just like the game model itself. I'd mentioned in the game model that I thought it was nice that the wings were kind of slightly behind the arms. I kind of wish that that was the case here, but either way, I mean, it's no mistaking that it's Powerglide. This is the flap that I was talking about that I kind of wish wasn't on this guy, and it's not on the game model, which I think is great. And up here, the canopy is black on this guy. It's kind of an orangey gold on the game model, and I think it really pops and stands out there, to be honest with you, better than the black. And of course you see the same placement of the grays and the reds. This guy does not have the yellow accents that the game model does, and I think that that works better in toy form, to be honest with you. So I'm going to take a second, I'm going to put this guy in play mode, and we will look at him in comparison there as well. But in this mode, yeah, the model in the game is a win, the model in the toy is a win if you don't have him. So stick around for a second, we will be back with him in plain mode. And boom, there we go, Powerglide in his plain mode. And a few things to note in transformation. The feet fold up, just like the game model. The engines move up a little bit on the, or move down a little bit on the legs, just like the game model. The arms are up and underneath, just like the game model. The backpack canopy section comes right up over, and the head turns into it, just like the game model. You look on the top, the coloration is the same, with the bit of gray in here and the rest being red. The Autobot symbol is still visible down here. This, of course, would be his landing gear. The game is an excellent, excellent representation play mode of this guy, even with a couple of extra apps in game, such as the black or gray along the wing edge. It'd be nice if it was in the figure, but either way, there's no mistaking that Powerglide is always going to be Powerglide, whether we talk about him in terms of Transformers Earth Wars or in terms of this awesome, awesome Combiner Wars figure. Big fan of how this guy turned out. I'd said that I didn't do a full review of this guy, but I think I did. I've done a comparison review of him with Viper. But that's neither here nor there. Thanks for watching this little spotlight overview. Whether you have the action figure, whether you get the character in the game, either way, Powerglide is fun. Powerglide is a win, and I hope you enjoy him as much as I do. Anyway, thanks for watching this little spotlight overview, and I look forward to the next time that we have a visit right here inside the videos.